The Counting Sheep. Damn you!
Sorry.
The Counting Sheep podcast is brought to you by your local bodega down the corner, because we don't know who it's run by.
Arabs.
I hope you're not talking about fucking 7-Eleven, because that doesn't count.
That ain't no
Bodegas are owned by Dominicans and Puerto Ricans.
Only.
And scene. Welcome to this week's episode of Counting Sheep. I'm Sheep, as always, your faithful, I guess, what is it, ringleader or something like that we said last time?
I think ringleader sounds good.
Ringleader?
It's ironic since you're the sheep and we're the shepherds.
Ironic? Is that what you said?
Ironic.
That's right. I gotta fucking come up with that. He had a great idea where there was a picture, instead of just using my face and like one sheep, it would be I'm a shepherd and all of your faces are on a sheep.
Oh,
No. It was the opposite.
Like,
you're the sheep and we're all the shepherds because it's
right,
sheep.
right.
You're sheep.
So you have multiple shepherds.
Well, then we fucked up because we're all mad shepherds and we got one sheep.
Yes,
that makes it
guys.
better.
It's my turn to have the sheep this week.
My name is Sheep. To my left, as always.
Elizabeth.
Nah.
Brian Baker,
Brian Rubin, Minister of Information.
who apparently just bonked his head and lost 8 IQ points or something. I don't know.
8 or like 80?
Well, I mean, he only had a few to start with. So.
Oh,
Are you
stop
guys talking about me?
I cannot control the volume of my voice.
I would challenge you to go the whole episode like that, but I can't deal with it.
You,
No.
yeah, that's a
You
bad.
wouldn't be able to provide us with information then.
Yo, why do you have a beer and I don't? Like, you couldn't like go out and get me a beer, or
Oh,
like
man.
what happened?
I told you that there's another fucking beer in the fridge. You
Oh,
know
yeah.
what?
I
no,
understand
there's a
that.
beer for you.
No, but like.
No.
Want a sip of
I
mine?
got you another beer. Drink
The
it.
show is sponsored by the local bodega down the corner. You can go get me a freaking beer.
And I did. It's in the fridge.
What about
Oh,
Philly
my
Black,
God.
son?
What is this? Is that stanky?
It's Beck's.
Oh no, but it's not a regular Beck's. It's October.
Yeah,
See, I didn't
right.
want to drink it because I thought it was gonna be that stank beer.
Oh,
that
no,
dirty,
no.
dirty.
We
Son,
wouldn't
come
do
on.
that to you, dude.
Yeah.
Come on, I go out specifically to buy your beer.
Oh,
That's not
thank you. Well, I think
evangelical
because
Christians.
I
Shit
gotta.
left over from like.
Shut up! Listen, we don't support evangelical. Quick story about evangelical Christians that I heard about today, which is insane. Have you heard? Did you hear what Mitt Romney did
Oh, what didn't he do? Go.
about his dead child?
what?
He's a dead child?
He had a dead
Well,
child.
had.
I didn't hear about
Okay,
this.
my father brought this up to me last night because
can't
obviously
vote
he
for him
pulled
because
out
he's
in
a
the
child.
Iowa caucuses by 8 votes the other day. He had unfortunately, it's really tragic that his wife had a stillborn birth or a baby that lasted, I think it was about 3 hours. And it's really tragic. I never want to see any, mother and father lose their
Okay,
child.
disclaimer out of the way. Say what you mean.
So they took the baby after it was dead and brought it home with them.
For what? It's a practice when they have a new
I will
one?
tell you why. Because they wanted to show their other children that their brother was real before they buried it.
Oh, it's sick.
And they apparently quote from this. I think it was the website's called the Beast or something. TheBeast.com. They played with it for a few hours. What? Now, my boss said I spoke to my boss about this because he's really heavily in GOP and politics, and he says, I don't fault anybody for in that type of mindset. That mindset being that they lose a child and they practically are just they're crestfallen and they don't understand. I spoke to my father about this, and he was the one who openly said, "Isn't that a little like nothing short of being fucked up?"
Yeah.
And my thing to this was, so you finally believe me that evangelicals are fucking nuts? Like it's true.
No, but isn't Romney's a Mormon? Right?
No, Santorum is a
Santorum's a
Mormon.
Mormon.
I
Really?
think.
I thought Romney
Wait,
was.
Romney's Mormon.
Yeah, Mitt Romney's a Mormon because that's why you're seeing a big boost in these these ads on TV like I'm a Mormon.
So it's Santorum that's a evangelical.
I'm not sure.
All right,
Where
so
is
again,
Santorum?
Romney is a Mormon.
for the
Yeah,
folks
Romney
that
is
are
a
listening,
Mormon.
I apologize.
Shit.
So it's the
So
Mormons, but we already know that Mormons are crazy because black people are
People,
Indians that
read
don't.
Banner of Heaven. Please read that book.
What's
That is
that?
That is a Mormon, like the history of Mormonism.
The Book of Mormon?
No, The Banner of Heaven.
And if you don't read because you're an illiterate American like I am, then you can go watch on YouTube called Banned Mormon Cartoon. It will tell you everything you need to know about Mormon religion.
Shit.
I was like probably 13 years old. No, a little bit older because I'm in high school. It's like 14 or 15. And there was this really hot chick. Her name was Natalia, and she was like smoking fine Italian girl. This is before I got into
Natalia is an Italian. I thought Natalia would be Russian.
No, she was an Italian.
Sounds
chick.
like Russian hooker.
She had like tan white skin, curly brown hair. This is before I got like mad ethnic with it, so I was still with the white hair.
Okay.
And she knew I was having a rough time with it. You know, she knew I was like kind of upset, like depressed. I had a miserable high school experience. So she goes,
Who doesn't?
she goes, I got something to
That was
help you.
great.
She goes, I want to give you something. I'm like, oh, you want to give me something? All right,
Oh,
what's
no.
going on? She gives me this book, and I look at it, and it's the Book of Mormon.
No way!
And this made your high school experience even worse.
I mean, like, I was like, wow, thank you. This is really sweet. But I remember looking at it and be like, fucking Mormons? Like,
Really?
all I know is they have multiple wives and don't drink coffee. Like, what's good with that?
They don't
what
drink
is this?
coffee?
What the fuck?
No caffeine.
It's a sin?
in the Mormon. Well, I don't know if it's a sin. It's just like part of their code.
Well, you know that according to Mormons or according to other people that like, I guess support Mormonism, that the the multiple wives thing is actually like a certain like small sect. Like you know how like
Yeah.
jihadists are a very small sect of
It's the Latter-day Saints.
right.
They're like the Crimson Jihad of
Yeah.
the what's it called? Of the Mormonites.
Like
The National Socialist Party of Mormons.
you know,
I heard it's just shunned upon.
I haven't thought about Latter-day Saints in years, but remember when we were kids and it was
Remember those the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints.
Like,
Yeah.
that's
Yep.
fucking.
Latter-day
That's
Yep.
so ingrained in my head, the same as like by Menon or like
Yep.
that kind of shit. You know.
If you want to also look up
Yeah,
a
look.
really good YouTube video called Black Guy Schools Mormons. It's really good. They go up to like these
Yeah.
guys on bikes, these Mormons on bikes, come up to these like mad thugged out black guys.
Yo,
and this
listen,
one
motherfucker.
guy actually is like ridiculously like Catholic and ridiculously religious,
Oh, wow.
and he schools them on like the religious aspect of the whole thing.
According to this website, Mitt Romney is a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of
Latter-day Saints, so he is a Mormon.
He
I
is
apologize.
a
Did I-
He's not an evangelical. He's
Did
a
you
Mormon.
guys
I
see his
apologize.
campaign ad?
Hi, I'm Mitt Romney. And you're not.
No, not that good. It's I was like, we live in a country today where gays can marry and my children can't celebrate Christmas. I'm like, what the?
No.
fuck?
I thought that
You're
was Rick
losing
Perry.
demographs.
Oh, that was it?
I thought that was Rick Perry
You know,
talking
they
about
sound
it.
so close.
Because Rogan was just talking about how he was. They forgot to disable the comment section on his campaign ad on YouTube, and it got flooded.
Yeah, because I saw it once. Like, what is this horse?
Someone
shit?
dropped the ball.
Dude, Romney doesn't scare me as much as Gingrich, but Romney.
Well, because
scares
you know
me.
why Gingrich doesn't scare you anymore? Because Gingrich played. Here's how Gingrich played it.
Break it
He
down.
played it cool for about the first 8, because it's like a TV fucking show now with the debates, even
Oh,
though it's
yeah.
over. He played it cool. He played the moderator to the moderators, basically. He was like, "Oh, I'm old, blah blah blah. I'm white," and
They're all old.
he all of a sudden started going, you know what? Since it's the end, reason why he played it cool for that long, because if he came out swinging right off the bat, like let's say like Michelle Bachmann or
Oh, yeah.
Ron Paul or anybody like that, they would already know his dirty laundry from the get-go. And that's why when he started to make a race for the polls and all these people were like, everybody wants to see Gingrich battling Obama. It's gonna be great because he wants Lincoln-style debates. And I said, you know what, that's fine all was. You know who also was a great speechmaker and also really talked well on camera? Hitler. Hitler was a great speechmaker
Hitler
too.
gave a
Obama is a
speech.
great speechmaker. But point is, I said, that's fine. He can debate all Obama, you know, he can debate him all he wants. I said, but what are his policies? I don't care if he can fucking articulate a sentence.
See, now there's
you
the
know.
thing is Gingrich actually has more policy based. He has more of a platform than Romney does. Whenever
Okay.
Romney gets up there, at least this is just my opinion, but whenever Romney gets up there, all I'm hearing is, well, we need to get rid of Obama. Obama blows, and
Right.
like he's like this perfect rhetoric soundbite Republican, stereotypical GOP president where like he like no matter what you ask him, he brings it back to Obama sucks and I'm gonna make everything better.
But all the
Like-
GOP candidates state that.
No, but he does it in such a way where it's like borderline robotic. Like I want to ask, what factory? did you
Bachman's
come
worse,
from?
even
What-
though she came out of
well,
it.
she's done now.
No, but she was
Bachman-
worse.
Bachman is, Romney has this like slick, polished
Of
feel
course,
about him.
of course he
That
does.
I like listening to him talk. I do. I'll admit it.
He scares me though.
Now Gingrich. The reason why he scares me is I was watching one of the
I don't
earlier
like him. Yeah.
political debates, and they were talking about a nuclear Iran.
Right.
And would you use
I know
military
exactly
actions
what you're talking about.
against Iran to disarm them?
Yep.
He goes, no, we wouldn't. You know, I would side with, this is again the long and short, but no, I wouldn't use direct military action on Iran. I would opt for a covert. I'm sorry. He said I would not use acts of war against Iran.
Right.
I would opt for covert CIA actions to disable them.
Right.
And
Now,
I'm
why
sitting
is that
home-
scary to
Well,
you?
because I'm sitting home thinking that is an act of war. Covert military actions are violent actions
Right,
from one
of
country to
course.
the next. Just because it's not publicized, and like, no, hold on. 'Cause
No,
what
no,
that,
no,
what that
I'm letting you-
basically,
yeah.
what that tells me is this is that typical, how do you say it, almost liberal-minded, like if I'm a liberal, whatever, conspiracy that I see all the time. The idea that we're not calling it war because people don't know about it, but it's the same violent action is war. Either
course.
way you look at it, you're
Military
either going to
action.
bomb
Of course.
or do something terrible in this country. But what he's saying is, oh no, it's not official because you don't know about it.
Vietnam was a military action. It was never declared in the actual the way that you actually declare war.
Hasn't been
Vietnam
done
was
since World
never a war. It was just called a war because it was
But
so
he
dragged
flat
out.
out said, I would not use acts of war. Oh, but I'll do it covertly.
You know what scares me even more? Forget about the covert and how he's gonna go about actually doing it to Iran. Lewis Black said it best. There was a guy who came out after 9/11, and they were having the 9/11 why did 9/11 happen? And the guy came up and he said,
Change, man.
some high level guy said it will be 10 years before the United States is able to deal with terrorists. And he goes, this is the guy that's supposed to be in charge of keeping secrets. And he tells us this? He goes, the
Wait,
CIA...
who was this guy?
Some guy, top CIA
From the
director.
CIA,
And he
okay.
goes, some shit... most of the shit, they don't tell us. He goes, this shit, I don't want him to tell us. Because this is the guy who's supposed to be guard. So what scared me the most, because I watched it live, what scared me the most is the fact that this is a guy who wants to be elected president, who's supposed to uphold the office, who's also supposed to be knowing stuff that we're not supposed to know, like the general public. Like, for a prime example, during the first Persian Gulf War, they asked Saddam Hussein, how was your military strategies? And he goes, I just watched CNN. Because we televised everything on CNN, and he's like, this is where I knew to move my troops, because CNN told me. A guy who's supposed to be president comes out and says that I'm going to do illegal against Geneva Convention and against international law, saying, oh no, I wouldn't do that, but I would plant insurgents into that country to disrupt it. I was just like, I went to my father and goes, are you fucking what? The guy just said this on national television and he's like, give me a fucking break. He goes, no. I said, this is the guy that's supposed to be the president. And he's telling us right off the bat, he goes, I'm going to fuck with them like they fuck with us. Like, you know how like in the Occupy Wall Street movie, where they're just like, oh, it's a bunch of commies down there. They're not saying they're commies because they're waving a flag. It's just fucking, it's just a communist insurgent. It's these pinko commie liberals that are down there that are just trust fund babies. And they're just like, and quote Lewis Black, just scratching and ripping at the moral fabric. So he goes by taking out under God in our because we're talking about the Pledge of Allegiance in his joke. He goes taking out under God. He goes and they were fucking putting under God, and they were just putting another fucking brick up at the goddamn wall to protect ourselves from evil. Because there were commies running around, and they were godless fuck heathens.
This conversation just went a lot of different
But that's
places.
exactly
Yeah.
what it is. And I said, how can a man who's supposed to be upholding the constitutional basis
Yeah.
and international law plainly state on television that no, we won't declare that we go to war? Because who declares that they go to war? Oh, we're good. We're gonna go. You know who the
That's
last
so
person to
turn
declare
of the
war
century.
against us? You know who probably was the last person to declare war against us? Was fucking Japan when they bombed the shit out of
Yeah.
Pearl Harbor.
Well,
They're like,
it's-
haha, fuck you, America.
We're saying the same thing because like it's straight up political double talk. Doesn't matter what side of the party line you're on. But the fact that Newt Gingrich doesn't give a fuck to say, oh yeah, I'm not going to do that, but then a sentence later says he's going to.
Dear God.
But you're talking about
But that scares me though. That really scares me more than the fact of actually invading. And I told my father, I said, even though I know you're a registered Republican, you're probably going to vote Republican because you don't like the way Obama's doing. I don't like the way that Obama's doing this country. Just for the simple, just on principle alone, the fact that he didn't veto the bill that just passed that states that America is now a war zone and we can just be taken over as
Yeah, what is
the
that
indefinite
shit?
detention that he just signed into.
That alone, I don't like Obama. I told him, I said, because we talk about this every night, meaning my father, that we need to bring our troops home and we cannot fund more this ongoing war because we're all broke. I said, you better not vote for someone who wants to go to a war with Iran, because even though he just brought his troops home from Iraq, he's gonna start another fucking war over there, and it's the same exact goddamn bullshit. And Iran does not fuck around. They had protests in the beginning of this year because of the Arab Spring and whatnot. Back in February, you know what they did to those protesters? They fucking mowed them down. They don't give a fuck in Iran. They'll be like, you know what? Same thing that happened with the Occupy Wall Street when very early on they stated that they wanted to go to Washington. There was 100 people marching in Washington. They locked all their asses up. They don't give a fuck. That's exactly what's going to happen down in Iran. If Iran doesn't give shit about their own people, then you can say all you want about how Ahmadinejad is not running the country. He's just a spokesperson. That all the mullahs run the country. Fuck that. Ahmadinejad has tons and tons of fucking people. He's insane.
What's a mullah?
Mullah is a religious Islamic priest, almost like an Islamic figurehead.
But they hold political office.
No, but the mullahs, he's the president. Ahmadinejad is the president of Iran, but it's not run by him. He's just crazy, and the mullahs, because it's an Islamic, it's a true Islamic Sharia law state, they rule the country. I think, from what I understand, but. I'm sorry to make this political. It's been building up inside me
this
for
shit
a
needs
while.
to be aired every so often. It's like douching needs to happen.
But you were telling me earlier though that you had the reason why we were talking about bodega is you guys had a bodega story that you wanted to.
Before we do that, because
What is it, Bauer?
I've wanted to tell a story for now 15 minutes and a half.
Oh, hey, by the way, Matt Bauer's here, guys.
Hey!
I would just like to say,
I
if
think
anyone,
you said two things on the third episode.
I would just like to say that if anyone still out there really enjoys laughing at the world's moral problems, they should check out Side 9 Happiness's January 4th issue. It's involving stillborns. I think you might enjoy it.
Oh, we were just talking about the
just
Romney
moved away
family.
from that.
Oh,
Yeah.
but I had to talk about it.
Well,
I'm done. I made my peace.
Okay, let me give you every segue. We brought to it by bodegas. We were talking about caffeine. We went to go get coffee. Stillborns didn't happen because we're all here and we were born. So Bauer and I went to the bodega today.
Word.
List facts, please.
Tell it.
And not your point of view.
All right. So this story is going to be brought to you by the truth and by falsehood, and you guys can decide who represents what.
Whoa.
But
That could be
okay,
another
so there's this awesome. Let's take it all the way back. We had a meeting today for Collective 47, which is our production company. We're all filmmakers on this podcast. You can check out collective47.com to check out some of our music videos, commercials, and other work that we do. We had a meeting today where we set our strategy for the year. Myself, Matt Bauer, and Andrew Navrito. We're kind of we're the three managing partners who make the big business decisions. So after the meeting, Bauer and I went to this diner not too far from him, which is this awesome diner. And I gotta say, every time I go there, up until today, I order the same hamburger because this is literally the best burger I've ever had.
Yeah.
But I'm doing a vegetarian detox, so I didn't want to do
soon,
that.
right? I thought that was New Year's.
No, I started it already.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I
good
ordered
for
it.
you, yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It's not a big deal. I've done it before. So I
So
ordered.
just a detox. You just.
Yeah, like I just while I
few
was
days.
I was working on that road show with the History Channel.
Right.
So I was eating like shit all the time. So I figured, why don't I just treat myself better and eat mostly vegetables and.
Well, for me, after this weekend's party, diet. Straight going back to tuna fish all day.
I already feel better physically.
You always do.
So I ordered a
All meat
veggie omelet.
is all wrong.
I ordered a veggie omelet, and Bauer ordered a burger, and he's like, well, because we're walking there, I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to order a burger, but it's the best burger. He goes, well, just for that, I'll order a burger.
Bauer right now is taking a piss. That's why he's not here.
He goes, well, I'll do his voice for him. He's like, and then Baker said he couldn't have meat, so I said, well, I'll have a burger.
Oh.
And I went, well, and Bauer.
Thanks,
I did,
asshole.
I did say that, and I went, no, you should order it because it's good.
What are
Well,
friends for?
well, I guess I won't order it now if you won't be upset by it.
What? I didn't say that. I didn't
Well,
give a
no,
fuck.
but he wanted to order it in spite of me. I'm like, no, you get it. It's really good. You'll
Yeah.
enjoy it. So anyway, you go to the diner. You got your burger. Did you like the burger?
I thoroughly enjoyed the cheddar burger at Cozy Cafe. Deluxe.com.
With the fries. With the mild sauce.
Yup.
Yeah, no, and he shared his fries with me. It was really cute. I had honey mustard with mine. We came up with the Speck commercial while we were there.
You really got to get
to
to this. I don't think people care about Cozy Cafe.
So we left the diner, and we came back here and tried to do work, but it just wasn't happening. Like, I was tired. Matt was, like, fucking playing video games with dildos and shit.
You were playing just as much as I was.
Well, yeah, but I
at least been playing video games before I got here.
Yeah, just
only for 10 minutes. Literally 10 minutes.
But okay, I literally said at Bauer, I can't do any more work until I get coffee. And he's like, okay, we'll go to the gas station, we'll get Dunkin' Donuts, and we're on the way out. I'm like, no, dude, can't we go to that convenience store, that bodega?
To be fair, whenever I need to go out and get beverages and snacks, it's usually 1 a.m, so that bodega isn't open. So I'm just used to just going to the BP.
You hear that guilt, the fact that he doesn't shop at local businesses, right there. But
you
anyway,
you gotta shop at Baker's absolutely right.
I'm for it.
Stop that chain shit. Yo, I had that Wendy's tonight.
I fucking hate BP. I hate BP, but the thing is, it's
why do you hate BP?
Because they spill oil.
Yeah, exactly. But the point is, I'm only there. No, let me.
A quick interjection after you talk. No, after you say.
Okay, I can talk. All right, cool. Yeah. I have permission. All right. Well, whenever I need to get food or drinks, it's always 1 or 2 in the morning. And so I don't have a reason. I can't go there when it's closed.
Why you shouldn't hate BP? You should hate BP, the company, real quick. But you shouldn't hate the local BPs because the local BPs are actually owned by the people that are working there. That they're individually owned. They're not conglomerate.
Yeah.
So that's the kind of like catch-22 is that you don't want to buy PP oil, but then again you don't want to not support the people that actually have a stake in that company.
Case by case, though.
Right,
too.
exactly. But continue. I didn't know that until recently.
I mean, okay, so we're at the bodega. Let me set this like a script. Interior, Bronx bodega, early evening. Matt Bauer, 20-something, poorly dressed.
Actually, this is a rather nice sweater. I think everyone else can agree to.
Yeah, the sweater's nice.
Matt Bauer speaks, parenthetical, lackadaisical.
Ruben just gave me the okay that this is a good sweater.
The sweater is great. The pants.
That wasn't your line.
Let's hear from a woman's perspective.
Yes, from a woman's perspective.
What is this sweater like?
I like the sweater.
Great sweater.
Yes,
I guess
that's
those pants
me.
gotta go.
Okay.
You look like.
Oh no, I agree. These are my indoor pants, though. I don't
You
wear
wear them
these.
out of class.
No, I literally.
indoor pants.
So this is how I.
Yo, this is my indoor pants. Nobody sees them.
Yo, check this out. Double layer, son. It's
Well, you know how Mr. Rogers used to put on his like indoor shoes and from his outdoors. Well, when we came back from the bodega, he changed his pants. So
Really?
He really did.
In front of you.
well, yeah, because I mean he's comfortable with his sexuality. So am
suck.
I.
Okay, so now we already know that this is going to the avenues of
All right,
lies
so
and sheets.
here's what I want to do. I want to set the scene. Okay, interior, Bronx bodega, early evening. Matt Bauer, fucking reasonably dressed for once. Early 20s, walks in, followed by Brian T. Baker, long-haired hipster, because we established him.
I was gonna say we already established that.
Following in tow. Dialogue, Matt Bauer.
Well, I mean,
Lackadaisical.
the exact dialogue from the moment
No,
we
just
walked
get.
in.
We're in the
Lackadaisical.
scene. Act.
I'm gonna get
Lackadaisical.
2 beers and a Coke.
Brian Baker.
I really want coffee, but I guess I'll get beer for later.
Matt Bauer objectively looks at Brian Baker.
Alcohol! I'm an alcoholic. Oh, I'm gonna go get the Coke though.
Brian and Matt both walk to their individual separate beverages.
So, I mean, I guess I'll get the Coors Light because it's $2, and the Natty Ice is $1.50, and I don't hate myself that much.
Matt Bauer.
I think if it's Japanese beer, I think it'll be a lot cooler than if I went with Coors Light, so I'll do that. Plus, I can afford it.
Oh, I didn't know we were in an anime scene, but that's cool. Let's go to the counter and pay for these things, which is the point of our story.
Matt and Brian both walk to the counter. Matt works pretty gingerly because he now thinks that he's surpassed Baker and his aesthetically his taste in beer is clearly superior to Brian.
Hey, Matt, since your beer is better than mine, how about you pay for yours first?
Okay, I will do that.
Matt Bauer steps in front of Baker and puts his beer gingerly down at the table.
And I go, hey, how you doing, Mr. Cashier? And he goes, oh, I'm alright, how you doing? And I go, that's okay. Pretty much everything, it's good.
And $8 later, Matt Bauer is done. Brian Baker steps up to the counter, sets down his 2 Coors Lights, and goes, hey, is that coffee fresh? Cashier, early 50s Italian. Could or could not be lying, but means, well, yeah, it's fresh.
No, he's Indian, dude.
He's Indian?
Yeah.
He's
Indian
really?
Italian.
You see the rest of his family.
Oh, he
He
disguises
sees the
it
rest.
well.
Yeah, so well.
Okay, could be Indian, could be Italian.
Fast forward. Coffee.
Ethno brown ambiguous. Yeah, it's fresh. Okay, I'll take a large. Cashier hands over large coffee in a Spider-Man in the dark cup. He
Where
goes.
did I just see? Okay.
It's right over there.
I was gonna say I saw that before.
Well, that's the coffee in question.
Turn out the what is it called?
Turn out
the
Turn
dark.
off the dark.
Turn off the
Turn
dark.
How the
off the
fuck
dark.
do you turn off the
Cashier.
By turning the lights on.
You play the cashier.
Alright, cashier.
Cashier.
Played by Brian Rubin.
His line is that'll be $7.25.
Remember, think it's an Indian Italian mixed wife beater. Don't want to be there at work, and action.
Yeah, that'll be $7.20.
Cashier says.
Okay, weird thing is he sounded a lot like him.
It's my direction. It's the Kevin Smith.
No,
when he
but
does
go
the
again.
scene.
Take two because the
Alright,
line is
take two.
$7.25. That's
So,
crucial
okay,
to the story.
It's fine. Your delivery was fine, but we want more emphasis on the actual script that was written. I mean, that's fine that you went a little bit over the top and you went out of scripty.
Oh, so I know what you mean.
We just want a safety take. We just want a good script.
Okay.
We want a line that's ready for the script. Ready? And you're Italian, but you're also Indian. You love curry and action.
Yeah, that'll be $7.25.
Okay, sure, sir. I go in my wallet, I look through, and I'm mostly 20s. I'm like, oh, damn.
Because in Brian Baker's head, Brian Baker is a bowler. He only uses 20s for every transaction.
But at the same time, Brian Baker's very cheap, so tries not to break change knowing he'll lose it. Oh, I think I have a quarter. Brian searches through his pockets. Oh, damn. But I know I have some because I left it at Bauer's house. Oh, damn. Searching. Brian turns to Matt. Hey, Matt, do you have a quarter?
Matt Bauer, puzzled.
Says I say, no, I think I have one. I searched around. No, I don't have one, but I do have $1.
All right, I'll let that slide because that's not how it really happened. But I'll
That
let
is
it
so
slide.
what happened.
Cut.
I was looking for my quarters. I couldn't find
Sidebar.
it, so I said I have $1.
Okay, so this is what happened. This is the point of the story. So I go, Matt, do you have a quarter? And he goes, hold on, let me check. No, here's $1.
Yeah,
And hands me the $1.
yeah, because I thought you needed a quarter. All right, so let's go to the actual.
Hold on, let's finish the facts first.
Okay, let's finish the facts.
He
Go
goes,
for it.
here's $1. I go, okay, I look at the $1. I have a $20 bill in my hand, or a $10 bill. I have a $10 bill in my hand. He hands me $1.
And it's $7.25.
$7.25.
Okay.
So I put the $1 in my wallet and hand the $10 bill.
So therefore you
to the
don't.
cashier.
Yeah, okay. And so you took
Hold
my
on,
$1.
hold on. We're
let
just
him-
doing
let
the
him
facts.
finish, let him
These are
finish.
strictly
Fine.
the facts
Let
right
him
now.
finish.
I put the $1 in my wallet. I hand the 10 to the cashier, and he gives me $3.25
Okay.
or no, $2.25.
You hold
No,
10.
it
$2.75.
so then it was $6.20. It was
$6.25.
$6.25.
Okay.
Oh,
So he
it's
gives me
$3.75.
Now we're in
$3.75.
rewrites. See, now we're in rewrites already.
It's facts. We're talking about facts now. Come
Okay,
on.
So
okay, so the
6.25,
facts
you get
are
3.25.
I
you
get $3.75 change
back.
for $6.25. I give him a 10. Bauer gives me $1.
Okay.
We exit.
Okay.
No. The moment you put it in your wallet, I noticed and I realized you didn't use that to pay for whatever you were going to
But
pay
you
for.
only thought that. So in the
Okay,
script, you're
okay, so
thinking
no,
X,
back
and
in
you're
the
exiting.
scene.
No, I said it. No,
All right,
I
ready?
Okay,
said
wait,
that
these
right
are the
in front of
facts. Now let's let it play as it is.
So Bauer, puzzled, gives Baker the $1, and Baker puts it in his pocket.
Okay, well,
so now
are we making a
questionably-
narrative or are we telling
judge-
facts?
No,
Hold on,
I'm
hold
the
on.
director. Judgmentally. So Bauer, now you're judging Baker for not splitting your $1 into the quarters that he asked for. Ready? So you're judging him, and
Can we just take
Sidebar.
it back a few beats if that's possible? Let's take it back from when I
okay.
ask him for a quarter, but then he'll play that motivation because I need to get
okay.
into
So Baker's just asked you for a quarter.
the.
So
Hey Matt,
your-
do you have 25 cents?
Your puzzle as to why Baker is paying for such cheap beer, and he doesn't have enough money for that cheap beer. So you're puzzled, ready? And that's your motivation.
I can't do that. I'm gonna tell you the straight facts. You could direct
no,
him because he was never.
no.
I'm
Now
telling
we're
fucking
now we're
facts.
playing a game.
No. I don't want to play this game because I want to talk about straight up facts.
Way to not go with the scene.
Okay,
I
so
don't
you're
want-
still puzzled, but you're gonna tell the straight facts and action.
I'm first off not puzzled. I realize, this man probably needs a quarter. So I think, I think I got a change from the guy when I made my purchase. Turns out I didn't. So I was looking around. No, I'm sorry, I don't have a quarter. I have $1 for you in case he really needs $1 because I like to help out friends who really need to make purchases of alcohol.
Now, what's weird is he just acted with your motivation but rebelled against
of course.
it.
But
no. I wasn't confused.
In scene, oh, thanks,
There was
Matt.
no confusion.
Brian looks at dollar in right hand, looks at $10 bill in left
does
hand.
quick math in his head and puts the dollar bill back into his wallet and takes out the $10 bill.
Puts
pays.
dollar
Matt
into
Bauer,
wallet.
you see this, and
I say,
action.
why did you just take my dollar? You're not using it right now.
Brian Baker Cass looks over to Matt Bauer of sly understanding and goes, "What?" Walks out with purchases.
Oh, we shared
Matt-
and exchanged a few more words while
No,
we were
but
walking
we
out.
waited to leave the fucking
No,
establishment.
we actually
Matt-
didn't. If you don't
Matt
remember,
didn't?
I was giving you shit right there and then, saying,
You
"Why
did?
did you fucking take my
that's
dollar?"
so good.
Yeah.
So okay, basically this is the way I look at it.
We're in rewrites again.
So I asked Matt for a quarter, and he didn't have one. I said,
he gave
"Hey
you-
Matt, do you have a quarter?" He goes, "No, here's $1." So I look at it
you
and
can
go,
make a payment.
"Okay, you just gave me $1. Put it in my wallet, paid for the
so that
thing."
he could pay for his thing, because I thought he
And I
needed a
did.
quarter.
I paid for it.
Right now,
Not with that dollar. You
Here, now
simply
I see
did not
both
need
sides
that
of your
dollar.
arguments. Let me break this down. I see both sides of your argument. Did you see the $10 bill in his hand?
I did not.
This is so
Exactly my
pointless.
point. My point is that if you had, let's say, when I asked for $1 or when I asked for a quarter, for instance, the payment was $6.25. Okay, if you needed a quarter, he was thinking that you only had $6 on you. You just needed that quarter to break even. So he gave you that $1 so you would get the change so you bring it back. He didn't know that you had a big bill.
But
'cause
now
he
here's
was so
the
fucking
thing.
That was also
Here's
a
the
sign
thing.
of trust, mind
Here's
you.
the thing. Here's two facts that have to come out in this whole equation. I'm holding the $10 bill in my
I was gonna say,
hand.
Matt, this is a $10 bill.
In my left hand. Obviously, here's a fucking $10 bill. And we were just at the diner where we had an art where I went to him, "Matt, I'm gonna give you $16 for this tab. Do you have a 10? Because I only have 20s." He goes, "No, I don't." I'm like, "Oh, because I only have 20s," and rifled
Right.
through my wallet
'Cause you
with
know
like
he's
all my
balling.
20s.
He's just balling.
This is
all
true.
the time.
And then I
It's
go,
like, get
"Okay,
that
Matt.
paper."
Okay, Matt. I guess I'll go get change." And I got 2 10s. So you knew I had the money.
To be fair, I forgot and I trusted you.
Okay, so
That's
fast
Oh, no.
forward.
Okay, let's talk about trust for a second.
Fast forwarding for a couple of steps that literally leads you outside into the parking lot.
Oh.
Because you said that there was something that went on in the parking
Yeah.
lot.
It was just us talking about it. I mean, go
So,
on. I mean,
and
But no, let's play it as a scene.
all right, so you're
I
still
can't-
perplexed as you gave you. So you have now 3/4 in your pocket. You
Yes.
don't know why you should have 3/4 in your pocket because you're like, no, I'm sorry. You do have 3/4 in your pocket, but you still have the $1 bill that wasn't broken, and
Okay.
you're like, what the fuck? So that is your motivation. You're like, why are you making grunting noises on the toilet? Eat some fiber for fuck's sake.
if you haven't noticed, Brian Rubin, Minister of Information, is now taking a crap.
He's a minister of fucking taking dumps right
So,
now.
okay,
So
I
you're
got
in the
one
parking
motivation.
lot, you're perplexed, and you want to approach Bauer in the most friendly way about this situation about doing math.
Okay.
And action.
Hey, Matt. Thanks.
Matt Bauer.
Don't you fucking thanks me right now. You took $1 from me, and you didn't even use it.
Brian Baker.
I don't know what you're talking about. mean,
I perfectly know what you're talking about. You put it right in your wallet. You clearly had enough money, and I was trying to help a friend out by saying, "Oh, hey, you can have $1. Break the change. Give me back the 75 cents, and that's it." And then that would have been it, and it would have been awesome.
Matt Bauer.
You're all stupid.
Shut up, poopin'.
Matt, I asked you for.
Hey, Bauer, learn not to pee on the seat. You're fucking 23.
He says, learn not to pee on the seat.
I just felt a wet dripping on my balls.
That's horrible. I don't want to hear that. What the fuck?
Let's just say Happy Holidays, Ruben.
See, I don't even know how I deal with this. Like, you're such a mean-spirited individual that.
All right, so continue with what you were saying.
Okay, but Matt, I don't understand. I asked you for a quarter, and you didn't have it, so you gave me $1. Like, thank you
Okay, so what was the quarter for then?
to complete my purchase.
But you
because-
didn't even use that quarter,
well,
let
you
alone the
didn't-
$1.
You didn't give me $1, so I couldn't use it.
I gave you $1. You just said you didn't give me $1.
No, I'm
I
sorry.
gave
You
$1.
didn't give me a quarter, so I couldn't use it.
So you should have been like, "Oh, I don't need it. You can have it back, friend."
No, but Matt, I asked you for a quarter. You gave me $1. I went, okay, thanks. Thinking of it as a gift because that's what it was.
See, there was a
I didn't ask you
misinterpretation
to
right there.
loan me a quarter. I asked, can you give me a quarter? You said, no, I can't. Here's $1.
And you know what? I would have gladly given you a quarter to help that purchase and not expect it back. Because I'm not a fucking loan shark. I just don't like it when I give you the dollar and just it all disappears.
No, but Matt, I needed that quarter to make a purchase. Instead, you gave me $1. After you gave me that $1, I was able to make that purchase.
No, you didn't need that $1 at all to make the purchase because you clearly had a 10 in your left
I
hand.
needed a quarter, but you didn't have that.
You didn't need it. You had a 10.
No, I needed a quarter.
You didn't.
I needed a quarter, so I had exact change.
But you didn't even need the exact change.
All right. So, enough of this bickering.
Okay, so listen, director.
More of the story.
Director Chris Barrio, I need you to wrap up this scene in an amicable way that makes sense for the story that you feel is just.
I feel that both of you are both right 50%. Because like I was saying before, you already know you're balling outrageous. You already know that you're paying with these 20 spots all day long. You're like, I'm going to order this fucking veggie omelet. It's fucking no meat in it. I'm trying to do that detox shit. But right now, I'm going to holler back at your boy and give you that 20 spot all day long, even though my omelet's about $8. I go, that's how I roll. Bauer is looking out like as a good friend. And he's going, I got this $1 that's literally burning a hole through my outdoor pants. Okay? Now my indoor pants, because we special like that.
I'm actually wearing my indoor
pants. He doesn't see your $10 bill because you're balling outrageous and you go, I don't fucking accept change. What the fuck do you think I am? Some fucking pedestrian vagabond that's in the middle of the street? No. Fuck change. What am I, European? Fuck the EU. So what I'm saying is that you go, yo, I carry these ducats on me all day long, and that's how I roll. So you're both right where he was trying to help you, but he didn't see that $10 bill, and you already had the $10 bill, and you got the $1, and he was just like, you were like, well, what the fuck do I need $1 for if my purchase is under $10? Why do I need that $1 for?
To be
so
fair,
you're
you
both
didn't need a quarter at all.
It's about the context of the story. You can tell me straight up, you're like, yo, Bauer's an idiot. Because I had that $10 on my bill, and I was flashing it in front of his face. And Bauer can tell me that story when you're not here, and you're like, yo, I never saw that $10 bill come out because I didn't know how ball and outrageous Baker was when he was in that vegan mode. Holla back at your boy. And that's how we're going to fucking end this fucking episode.
Let me ask you something. What are pajamas?
Sleeping apparatuses for your
lower
feet.
region.
Yes.
And for the indoor environment. Look
from
at
with,
these
like,
as pajamas then.
I understand. Like, I understand what you're talking about, but
all right.
I just like the way that Baker phrased it, where he's like, "Yo, I got my outdoor pants and my."
Well, obviously you're gonna side with the person who's better at verbal presentation.
The guy who's
Nonetheless, I did trust the man,
and that's how we.
And I just want to say 2 things. One, because he was so upset, I gave him the 75 cents change.
This is true.
Okay.
So I used the quarter. Not
Right.
just in
No, yes,
theory,
you did.
but in
Yes, you did.
practice. And 2, did you guys know there's 2 types of black people?
No.
Yeah, there's the one type who won't go outdoors in pajamas, and the other type who only goes outdoors.
Elizabeth,
in pajamas.
did you know this? Because you're apparently having a close relationship with your work with black people all day long and hood stuff.
So how many of them go out in pajamas and how many don't to work?
You're the mistress of hood.
First of all, at work, we're not supposed to wear sweatpants at all.
Ooh.
We're only supposed to wear like jeans or khakis or shorts, but up to your knees.
Do you have like a specific uniform,
like
or is it just
capris?
button downs?
Like you have to wear capris
Yeah,
at work?
we
That's
can't-
That's weird.
Well,
We can't
where
wear
do you
short
work, though?
shorts.
Does he know where you work?
Yeah, where do you work?
Work at retail.
I knew that.
That's a very ethnic profession. Oh, that's really stereotypical to say.
Yeah.
Oh, wow! Yeah, I got a shovel. You can
Well,
dig that grave.
God forbid anyone's listening
And you
to
have
this
a-
being a podcast.
Hey, let me
And
have
you
my
having
comment.
long hair must mean that you're from the deep south.
Look.
Whoa!
Well, I have a comment. I'm surprised you're not Jewish.
Oh, because I'm cheap. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, I thought she was dissing my nose, but fucking, I'm cheap sometimes, so it's all
You know,
good.
you
I have a
you don't
huge
have
nose
nose.
too.
It's funny, the minute I lose my job, I become cheap again. Whereas, like, if you talked to me 2 weeks ago, I'd be like, oh, fuck it, I'll pay for the whole thing.
Exactly.
I don't care, I'm making stupid money.
And because you're balling that range, you pay for that 20.
Oh, no, but really, any hood you go to, you'll either see, you'll see fucking mama outside her pajamas, like, not giving a fuck. Or you'll see the type who gotta be mad put together no matter where they're going. I swear to God, I date black women only. Well, not only, but usually.
Ethnic.
Exclusively, BTB, black women.
Yo, now this will be the
Holla back at your boy.
This will be the episode I tell my girlfriend to listen to just so she can giggle at me.
You know,
Lolfest 2012.
surprisingly, that's the first thing that you told me when we met.
You're like, hi, my name is Brian
And I'm
Baker.
sure
I
meant
date
nothing
black
by
women.
that. Nothing at all. You know,
That is
fuck.
exactly how he said it.
T. Baker and I.
And I walk real fast.
Oh,
yeah.
I remember that.
I'm walking
Yeah.
fast and I date fast women.
Oh shit, that's a whole other fucking conversation that day.
Yeah,
oh,
I don't
God.
know why you walk so fast that day.
Oh, okay.
Get a word,
We
but-
can't talk about that unless we're recording it as his own thing. We can't.
To my left,
Elizabeth.
Matt.
Brian, I enjoy ethnic women.
Brian Rubin's in the bathroom.
Brian Rubin, say something.
I'm a little preoccupied at the moment.
And I'm Sheep, and you're counting on me. Take it easy.
Voy andando, sí, aunque yo no le nada, y sentado le doy, y le deseo que me duele.